we were promised this by the content creator. If it got so many likes, or if it got so many views, the content creator promised to follow up. The content creator made good on this promise. Chat, it is time to see Houston get shot by arrows. You remember this, when he did the bowstring video, he said if he got, I think it was 30,000 likes, he would get shot by arrows. And when we watched that video, he'd already surpassed that. He is making good on his promise to get shot by arrows. So yes, of course we're going to watch. Would you expect anything less? Come on. So chat. Well, they're blunted arrows, Aaron. These are arrows specifically designed for. They are specifically designed to be non-lethal arrows. They have very wide blunt tip. So I don't know if you need it. I have not trolled all that much over Houston as of late. I have someone else that I troll over. Anime guy? No, because this is under the guise of education. He is collecting data to educate on injuries. So I think that's how it's protected under education. So chat, let us get educated, shall we?
Burn the hole! Oh, it's much worse. It's much worse.
For thousands of years, the bow and arrow have been great at two things: hunting and ruining someone's day. A normal arrowhead can obviously cause some serious damage. But what about a blunt-tipped arrow? Could they be a less lethal option for self-defense? Or are we talking a high-speed punch from a distance? Well, I picked up a bunch of blunt arrowheads to find out.
Wow. Okay. A couple of these don't look all that fucking blunt. This little guy right here looks dangerous as fuck. Okay, ads? Okay. I will wait on the video. These two right here do not look blunt. Oh, that blunt. These are very close to normal arrows. They're a little wide. These two are sketch as fuck. I don't know about this. These two would scare me. Like these big blonde heads. This one's actually got spikes on it. That's gonna fucking hurt. These gonna fucking hurt. Real bad. This gonna make it hurt real bad. Xanax, it could if you hit it if you impacted a joint. That's the thing. If any of these arrows impact a joint, yes, it could break bone. If you get it into a solid muscle group, you'll be okay. A solid muscle group like the meat of the thigh or the ass, you'll be okay. And well, Kenryu, that's why technically they're not non-lethal. They are less lethal. That you never actually hear anyone in positions of authority, such as police, will never use the term non-lethal anymore. They use the term less lethal because even the most less lethal thing can cause a fatality. So that's why you don't hear the expression non-lethal being used hardly by anybody anymore for legal reasons.
Find out. As always though, do not try this at home. Unless you want
Exactly,
to turn your
Nat.
backyard into some kind of medieval dodgeball game.
Ooh, that sounds fun. We should actually do that.
It does sound fun, but maybe we should figure out how much pain these blunt arrows cause first.
And I thought I was the safety advisor.
I'm getting safer the older I get,
You're getting old.
but my joints have never felt better. Collagen peptides.
Not sponsored.
For the
this experiment, I got 5 different blunt-tipped arrows. We got some
'Kay.
soft ones, some hard ones, and some pointy ones. We're gonna slowly work our way up to the more dangerous-looking ones. But once again, we have the 30-pound and 50-pound longbow. I'll be getting shot with both of these. I'm scared with the 50-pound for a couple of these arrows, but I'm gonna try my best.
What are you gonna do
Hey.
if it sticks in your leg and it stays there? You gonna rip it out? Or you gonna leave it there for a minute?
You know, I think I'll just figure that out as I go. Why worry about that now?
For safety precautions, we're supposed to leave the aerial until we can take him to a hospital and have it removed, otherwise it'll bleed out.
You guys are bringing up a good point, though. Maybe we should test it on this watermelon over here first, on one of the more aggressive arrow tips, to see what it does to that. Because the normal arrow tip shot right through that with a 30-pound bow.
You wanna shoot at it at the same time?
Sure.
Yeah.
For the watermelon test, I'm using the 2 worst-looking blunt arrows.
I think these are gonna go right through the watermelon. These are gonna punch right. This one especially is gonna go right through that fucking watermelon. Honestly, it's gonna punch right through it. This one has a very, very slim chance of not penetrating the watermelon, but that one's gonna go right through. Even with the 30-pound, this one's gonna go right through it.
That I have. As you can see, they're a little bit pointy. This one has some sharp edges to it. We're gonna shoot at this watermelon at pretty close range so we don't miss, so we can see what happens. Okay. Oh. God.
Your technique leaves
This
much
thing's
to be
hard
desired there,
draw.
Houston.
I'm ready.
Oh my fuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, guys? Yeah, I mean, Patrick, factually correct.
Well, okay, I'll tell you when I'm ready. Ready, go. Keep it there, Mark. Let me fire this one through it. It's because I was more at an angle.
Told ya. Holy.
That's what.
Wow. Yeah. I told you this one was gonna go through. I told you this one was gonna punch right through it.
And this 50-pound bow is unwieldy, okay?
You're gonna get called out so hard.
I taught him everything he knows.
He knows nothing.
Can't miss this shot.
Sniper bait, thank you for the tier 1.
Embarrassing.
There's a strong breeze.
Houston!
Delete that one. Just delete it. Hey, Jake, when you cut this, can it just be like,
I know.
the first shot after I miss with Mark? So it's only like I took 2 shots. Please? All right.
Got some
We hit it.
That arrow tip was different.
I mean, look at his draw on this.
All right.
That, like, I know Houston's not an archer, but no, Houston's not at kids. That draw bothers me. This draw bothers me. Because this is like if someone had a firearm. This is like if someone had a rifle, and to target it, they put the stock dead center of their chest to look down the sights, and their arms were crunched in to hold the rifle while the thing was crushing against their chest. That's this is the archery equivalent of this. I know he's not an archer, but this technique wounds me.
Got some stronger.
That arrow tip was different. Let's inspect. As you can see, they both punched a hole through. This arrow tip is more slender. It has more of a cutting edge. This has those little pointy ends, a little bit more blunt looking. Bigger exit hole, though. I'm actually surprised it shot all the way through. So we're gonna work our way up to these. These are the ending arrows.
Chat, do you think Houston's gonna actually take a shot with one of these? Do you think he's actually gonna take a hit from these? I don't know if he's going to or not. Hi, Seamusin. Yeah? I kind of fear for Houston. Like, I said right away, these scare me. These scare me. I could see him, like, this is a potential hospital trip. if he gets shot with one of these.
Arrows. I got some easier ones, and we're gonna start with a 30-pound bow.
I don't know if we should
Yes,
use that.
Froggy,
We'll see.
they are.
I didn't get the take where you actually hit it.
What?
What did
What'd
she
you
say?
I didn't get the take where you actually hit it.
What?
I didn't get
What'd
the
you say
tick
he
we
missed?
actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my fault. It took it like 20 times.
All right.
Time for me to get shot, starting with the least dangerous looking blunt arrow tip. It's like a little rubber head. Pretty
Blurred, even if it's aimed at his glutes, it still can penetrate. It can still penetrate skin. And if it's aimed at his glute, anyone remember what happened in the first Deadpool movie? Do we want to see a repeat with that with Houston and an arrow? Because I could see that happening. Only Houston won't be going, oh, right up Main Street.
soft, and we're gonna be starting with the 30-pound longbow.
You want me to pull it all the way back?
Sure.
I won't miss.
Okay. Burn the hole!
Hey, boy.
That came right back at me.
Bounce right back at you.
Yeah. Landed right
Ugh.
next to me.
And that didn't even hit the muscle. Like, he wanted to hit here where the muscle was thicker. And he hit up front. This is like where a nerve cluster is, I'm thinking. This is close to a nerve cluster. Good incognito. Good. Yeah, that was a bad spot to hit, too. I think Houston should have turned more. Like, he should be... No, actually should have been about 2 inches to the left. Because you want to hit the major muscle group. The major muscle group, it would be better. But this is right in a particular nerve cluster. That was a bad spot to hit.
You got Cheez-Its? Can I have one? Thanks. What else you got in there?
Skittles.
Can I have one?
No.
No.
That hurt. Okay. I can definitely handle the 50-pound bow with that one, though. That tip. 50-pound bow, rubber blunt arrowhead. Burn the hole!
Exactly, Eki.
Ah, yeah, that hurt worse. That hurt worse. That hurt worse. That hurt worse. Yep, okay. Damn,
Wait.
that's the weakest one. too.
Okay, that was a bit better for striking hit. Still needs to adjust. Like, I wish they'd shoot from this angle. Shooting from this angle would be so much better than shooting from the side. Because you have more muscle thickness here to absorb the impact. Yeah, he's kind of getting between those two primary thigh muscles. Like, he's getting between the rear thigh muscle and the front thigh muscle. And that's not good because you're gonna have nerve clusters in there that fucking hurt.
That's the weakest one, too.
I feel like a Charlie horse.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting sucker punched in the side of the leg
Yeah.
from like a little baby fist. So these are like training arrow tips. They're meant so you can just practice shoot things, you know?
Uh-huh.
Hence the rubber thing there. Everything after this gets a lot worse, so let's move on.
Should we throw some challenges in there? Maybe I shoot from 50 yards?
Can you guys
I gotta shoot
imagine
the
if they
camera
had
at
an
people.
imagine if they had an actual trained archer doing this that did proper draw technique, good aim, and was actually able to deliver these with power. He would not last past the first one, I don't think. I think he would get hit with the first one and would be done. Yeah. Now, granted, a true archer would not be firing from that close away. An actual archer would have gone back probably about, I don't know, 30 feet, 50 feet for the shot. Why, there would be a hell of a lot more power behind it.
I will let them spread out a little.
Moving on to a not so soft blunt arrowhead. Looks like this. It's a plastic tip. I think it's gonna be worse. We're gonna start with the 30-pound bow, once again at near point blank range.
That one might cut you.
Oh yeah, Coyote.
Yeah.
Burn the hole. Oh, it's much worse. It's much worse. Oh, it did. It got it.
Low cut?
You got me. You
Good
got
call.
me. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Good call.
Wow, Mark, you are smart. You're a
getting
smart
good at
cookie.
this. You're getting
Wow.
good at this.
Predicting what happens
Yeah.
to old H Bones. Made a
I mean, he got it a little bit more where it should have been, but it's still real close to that middle.
Nice little circle.
Ooh, that's nice.
Hi,
That looks
Taurus.
good. I'm really liking archery. I feel like I should pick it up as a hobby.
I think I'm starting to like archery less.
Well, yeah, it did, Andrew. Well,
Oh, that's
it was
right.
those
I
fine
get to pick the
edges around the
arrows,
cup,
so-
around the edge of the cup.
No, I get to pick.
What?
That definitely was able to
Well, I'm
bite into
eliminating
the
the
skin
first
more.
arrow.
All right, we'll do the second. I'm
You
good
got
with
off easy last week, Mark.
it. That's your fault.
Yeah.
User.
We're gonna move on to the 50-pound bow. I'm starting to think for some of these ladder arrows, I might have to do it not bearskin.
Get your leather jeans in.
My leather chaps.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
I mean-
leather chaps. Wait.
Paxford, he is standing with this cutout, and the arrow shot is downward, and the wood is protecting his balls. So I'm thinking he forewent to the cup. In fact, I'm looking. He is foregone with the cup. You can tell he has foregone the
I
cup.
need to correct at some point.
I do. I got some from Goodwill for $10.
Are they?
Mine are just clothless.
Oh.
It's a cheap cowboy costume.
Bust it out.
Moving on to the 50-pound bow.
Fire in the hole.
Ouch. Yeah, look at that.
And
Down.
yes. Oh, fuck. That's an owie. Oh, wow. Yeah. You can see it like cut in several places. Oof. Yeah, but Andrea, it curved around, but that was a curved around. This one, it's the arrows are being shot in a downward direction. So with Scott, it was being shot horizontally, so it could go up or down. And this time, the arrows are actually being shot in downward trajectory. So there's far less of a chance of it suddenly pulling a U-turn and going up. Yeah, yeah.
Skinned me even more. Nice. I'm sure that'll look cool in slow-mo. Well,
If I hit
Now that was about where I would hope it would hit.
bullseye, circle around it.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
If I hit
Wait a second. Hold on.
even more.
Hold on.
Nice. I'm sure that'll look cool in slow-mo.
That's not the one you just got hit by.
circle around it, how much?
20 bucks.
This was the previous one. This is the one the 50-pounder hit. This was the 50-pound impact. This was the 30-pound impact. So the 30-pound impact is what caused him to bleed. This was the one that he just got hit with by the 50-pound bow. Not this one. So the 30-pound bow caused more damage than the 50. Yeah, because look at the slow-mo replay. Hang on.
Even more. Nice. I'm sure that'll look cool in slow-mo.
Yeah. This one is the 30-pound bow. That's the one you just got hit with. Okay. So the 30-pounder did more damage.
If I hit your tattoo, bullseye, circle around it, how much?
20 bucks. You get one shot. So if you miss, you pay me 20.
That wasn't part of it. That's
Yeah,
after the
Kenryu, I
handshake.
think so.
I should have put
That's
more
why I
conditions in. Damn it. Third, blunt arrowhead. It's a little bit heftier than the last one. There's no gaps in between it. I think this is meant to kill some kind of small game.
maybe a rat.
Squirrels.
I think archers in chat, I do think this is a small game arrow. I think he's right. I think this is like for rabbits. I'm reasonably sure this is designed for small game like rabbits and squirrels. Am I wrong? I don't know if there's any archers in chat that can tell me otherwise. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's my feeling too. I think I've seen these advertised as small game arrows before.
you know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Here's the deal. You're gonna shoot at me, and I won't react. Everyone has to like the video. Does that sound fair? Am I asking for too little?
No, just enough. Jake, come here.
Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Everyone shake the hand.
Over yonder. Get in there. All right.
Yeah.
Sealed.
I think there was some leftover, like,
Oh, you got
tear
got
gas
some papa?
residue.
Yeah. Don't touch your eyes.
Oh, no, I did.
Ah,
Oh,
Sucks, doesn't it?
yeah. Stuff's pretty toxic.
holy
Fire in the hole. Oh, dang it. That was high. That was
I think
high.
you got him right on
Good
the same
pose.
injury.
Very proper.
This is how I was when I got shot. This is my pose I decided on.
You didn't move, so that's not reacting.
Oh, God. You were like right. Nice.
I'm aiming high.
Wow. Okay. That caused more damage to the skin than I was expecting. I was expecting a bruise. I was expecting like a full bruise of some sort. I was not expecting an abrasion. I was not expecting an abrasion like this, just a bruising, because it was a flat, blunt tip. That's surprising. Yeah,
High, it looks like.
It does seem to be that way.
No 20
there's
bucks.
small game hunting heads? Really, Andrea? If those are for small game, why not just use regular arrows? They'll do the same thing at that point. No, Kaibo, I wouldn't call this a laceration. Hang on, let me get to it again. I would not call that a laceration. I would call that an abrasion. This was a laceration. This is an abrasion. Because it was not a laceration is a cut. An abrasion is like basically just damage the skin tissue without actually cutting it. Okay, Desar, have a good night.
Nice.
I'm aiming high, it looks like.
It does seem to be that way.
No 20 bucks.
Double or you pay me 40 for the 50-pound draw?
No chance.
What?
Fire in the hole. I don't even know where I hit you.
Oh, I know.
Was it the same spot?
Of course you know.
Way up there.
Oh,
I
wow.
think maybe my shorts half saved me from it.
Yeah,
can
they
you
did.
see?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it hurt a lot worse.
Like, so far, the 30-pound bow is causing more damage and more injury than the 50-pound is. And I suspect that that's because he's not doing a good draw on the 50. Hang on. That's his draw with the 50-pound bow. And that's his draw. Ah, same draw. Yeah, the 30-pound is an easier draw, but he's drawing the same length for both. And his technique is obviously much better than Houston's. It's surprising that the 30-pound bow is causing more damage than the 50-pound bow.
I'll tell you what, it hurt a lot worse. I decided not to react again, but good lord, was that hard. Yeah, those are ugly. And this is with the nicer arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So years ago, I did a crossbow bolt, which had like a screw tip on it. And I was so
Who asked about a crossbow one? How many spaghetti? Yes, please. Yes, please. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. I want spaghetti. I want spaghetti. Give me spaghetti, Aki. So, yeah, who was it that asked about the crossbow? He did do a crossbow before.
Mm-hmm.
So years ago, I did a crossbow bolt, which had like a screw tip on it. And I was so scared back then, we tried to tape over it, which didn't matter. It still like punched through and cut me. I feel like crossbow bolts fly a little bit faster depending on the draw strength and whatnot.
Yeah.
However, I'm saying that because the next two arrows I have are particularly scary.
They are.
So we're gonna move on to those.
Mhm.
We're gonna start with the 30-pound draw to assess the easier one. I might be covered
These are the scary
for
ones.
The more
The-
scary one.
These are the ones that have teeth. These next arrows are the ones that had teeth on them. This is going to fucking hurt.
We'll find out. Blunt arrowhead number 4. It's the one with the points. The one I shot at the watermelon. Definitely gonna bleed.
Might go in a couple centimeters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 6 holes.
I'll hit it straight as I can.
Perfect.
I'm not sure. I don't know if a type of crossbow ban is in Canada. I've never looked into it because I've never had any desire to get a crossbow. So I don't know. Okay, Xanax.
You haven't, but I mean, what are you, like 3 feet away?
You have no room to talk with the watermelon.
Yeah, you might.
Did I? Oh my.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I did. I finally missed.
Why did it sound like you hit so high? What did you hit? Was it that? Oh my God!
Just my bad. My fault.
Makes me feel worse.
Burn the hole. Ooh. I like saw it instantly. That was really cool from my angle.
Oh. Do you know what? Oh, wow. Look. It looks like he just got bit by a cookie cutter shark. It looks like a cookie cutter shark just attacked him. Yeah, it's not, but this is it now that's gonna bleed. But also, chat, you know what this reminds me of? How many of you I've seen these markings before. How many of you remember what the old TB tests look like? Do you guys remember? Apparently, like it's been a while since I got a TB test, but when I got it, it was a subcutaneous TB test. The old TB tests, I think, were like a disc with needles, and the doctor would basically just stick you in the forearm. They would draw a circle and pen, and they would stick you with this disc of needles on your arm, and you have to let it sit for a few days. Tell me that doesn't look like a TB test. The old school TB test. Tell me that doesn't look like it. It looks like he just got stuck with the TB test. Yeah. Yeah, Patricate. I've only had it where it's a small bubble injected subcutaneously, but I do know that in old school, like what, 30, 40 years ago, they would administer TB tests in this way.
Yeah, bet it did.
Gnarly.
And look at that, 6 little holes. And I'm gonna stop showing that now because it's gonna look progressively worse from here.
Yeah. It didn't go through yet, so.
I didn't think it would. It's too blunt on the end.
Yeah.
I think I can handle the 50
Well,
pound
that's
drawstring.
Mia. That's now you're talking about inoculations with the air guns. I'm just talking about the tests. It's just like a tested, not receiving inoculation and through like an air injection gun. I'm just literally a TB test that was like, it was like a 5-day test that you would get it, you couldn't wash it, you had to go back to the doctor so they could look at the bump and it would make the determination.
I'm noticing with these blunt tip ones, the 50 pound isn't that much worse.
Right.
It's definitely worse, but it's not like,
Significant.
I'm not worried that it's gonna punch a hole through my leg.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's try the 50 pound.
No, Bobcat, you can have it.
Arrow, still on bare skin.
Bobcat, take it, please.
This.
Please. Take it. Oh, hang on. I must see detail.
After I clean up this. Quick show.
Yep, that's about what I expected. That is about what I expected from that. Yep. 5 little puncture marks, bleeding. Yep. As expected.
Whoa!
Dedicate this one to my mom and pops. I hope they're proud of me. I don't really know at this point, but I hope so.
Burn the hole!
They should be proud of me now, I think.
I hit him, right?
Oh, you hit
did
me.
it?
Yeah, I was just trying to dedicate that shot to my mom and dad. And I was wondering if they were proud of me, but then after you shot me, I was like, they should be proud of me. This is where it is.
It's tough to see because it's layered on top of the other one. I don't think though. Do we get a slow-mo?
I thought I missed it.
Okay, there we go. Arrow, get out of the way. It didn't hit us solidly. That didn't hit us with the same amount of force. the 30-pound bow hit with more force. That 30-pound bow, the impact, because with the 30-pound bow, the tine imprints were blatantly clear. Here you can see the top 3 and you can't really even see the bottom 2. It didn't hit with as much force.
First, the way it deflected off of you.
Oh, and I was also really quiet.
Yeah, you just kept telling your story. I'm like, did I hit him?
I kept telling my tale. I was really invested. But I started thinking about my parents, you know. And I haven't seen them for like a whole week or 2. Sad.
I miss him too, especially your mom. Because she's nicer than your dad. Don't hurt. Don't. Don't do it. Don't.
Last arrow. I'm a little bit scared about this one. This is the one Mark totally punched through the watermelon. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna cover my leg with my pants, compression shorts.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe don't look at my leg for now. If it can do significant damage like that, we're not gonna move on. If it can, we will do it again, bare skin with the 30-pound bow. We're not gonna do this one with the 50-pound bow. That seems a little unsafe for me.
Glad you got some common sense.
I wonder, you know, this makes me wonder, what kind of medical does he have on site? Hyrotax. Like, how many of his crew are trained for emergency medical care? Do they have a medic bag on standby there on site? Yeah, well, actually, that's the thing. It is... I highly doubt any of them are paramedic trained. At the most, I would say they're first aid trained. And hopefully they have some kind of an aid bag there. But I don't know. Like, I just thought about that. Given how dangerous this one could be, you know, what kind of precautions do they have in place on this? Because if that penetrates, you need to act quickly. You need to stabilize that arrow. You need to pack it. You need to secure the arrow in place. And yeah, Andrew, exactly. Like I don't think he has EMTs on standby, and I'm guessing his crew is not EMT trained, which is a mistake, especially considering what he's about to do.
Thank you. It's been getting slightly better over the years, you know?
It's a slow grind.
Yeah. You know, common sense isn't so common. All right, worst arrow, 30-pound bow, covered leg.
Fire in the hole!
That hit?
Didn't go through your shorts. That's a good sign. Oh, did it
We're
hit?
done. Yeah, we're done. We're
What?
done.
Did it hit that?
No, it's that.
Oh, that one. Ugh.
Huh?
Oh.
We're not doing that on bearskin. It did go
What?
through my shorts.
Which
And not
slow-mo?
only did it go through my shorts,
Uh-huh.
it went through a wad of my like underwear and compression shorts.
Oh, yeah.
It went through 3 layers of stuff.
Where's
and
the injury?
sliced a
Holy
little
shit,
divot
that
into
looked
me.
bad.
We're
I'm
gonna
getting...
take like a nice solid 2 minutes so I can clean this up and then show you all what it looks like.
We do some stupid stuff.
I will.
Ugh.
Excuse me. Hang on.
We're done. We're done.
Did it hit that?
No, it's
Chat, can you see that? Right there. This one right here. Wow. That, from a distance, that looks bad. That looks like a nasty, yeah. It cut in on the sides and left a little plug of skin there. Wow. That looks bad. Yeah. Well, and Patra he was saying not only did it go through his shorts, it went through the compression shorts, and I'm thinking you said like a wad of his underwear. I'm thinking he's talking about like a seam. I'm thinking he's talking about like there was a thick seam for his underwear right over the site. It went through all 3 of those. Holy shit.
that.
Oh, that one.
Good night,
Ugh.
Coyote.
Oh.
We're not doing that on bearskin. It did go through my shorts. And not only did it go through my shorts, it went through a wad of my like underwear and compression shorts.
Oh yeah.
It went through 3 layers of stuff and sliced a little divot into me. We're gonna take like a nice
God.
2 minutes so I can clean this up and then show you all what it looks like.
We do some stupid stuff.
You guys get a quick peek at this lake. If you want a longer peek, join the YouTube memberships or Patreon. YouTube tends to not like what I'm about to show.
That's what the pause button's for, chat. So that's it right there. That's a gnarly looking wound. That's bad. Yeah, that arrowhead did a little bit less than I thought, but that's not good. That's an owie. If he went bare skin, that arrow would be stuck in him. If he did go bare skin, that arrow would actually be lodged. I think that the arrowhead, the tip of the arrowhead would probably be lodged into his thigh if he did that.
That's it. Longer peek available elsewhere.
Little peekers.
You're such a tease.
Everyone tells me that. Just wait till I get that hot tub.
Don't make me put the camera facing your butt only.
Jake, you gotta. You have to.
I didn't sign up for this.
You didn't sign up for anything.
Oh, he's not doing the 50, Andrea. He just said he's not doing the 50.
No.
Okay, Mark, hear me out.
Okay.
This arrow.
Deal.
I think it's a nice compromise. It's gonna hurt. I'll do the 30-pound bow. It's gonna
And
be like a Charlie
I'm
horse.
not
And
sure. I'm not sure this injury classifies as some meat being taken out. I don't think meat. I don't think this was an avulsion. I think this is just a circular laceration. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything was pulled away. It was just cut into it. So I don't think it went as far as that. The initial shot looked like it, but now that he's cleaned it up, it doesn't look like it. It's close, but I think he just narrowly avoided it.
I didn't sign up for this.
Deal.
I think it's a nice compromise. It's gonna hurt. I'll do the 30-pound bow. It's gonna be like a Charlie horse. And with your pants
That's it?
on, not gonna cut you at
A
all.
little bit, Fisher.
Okay.
I don't trust you with the 50-pound bow. You missed the watermelon 3 times, so.
I saw your technique though, with your double fingers and your finger blocking technique, and it seemed way better than mine. Cause I don't know what I was doing. I was like,
Yeah, maybe take a few
You
times
think so, Ark?
at you?
Really?
at the watermelon.
Okay, you think that the sides cut in deep enough that the center is going to come out in a couple days? I don't know if it cut deep enough. I'm thinking he's just gonna have like some. It may heal in a scab, but I don't know. Like he's gonna do his after action thing, but it didn't look like it went quite deep enough to facilitate that. Just as my first blush thought.
My student Mark gave me a few tips. I think I'm gonna hit him first try. Fire in the hole! You suck.
God.
Mark, you did that once. I guess you had more, misses. More hits than misses. Take 2. Don't worry,
Yeah,
I won't miss this one.
the tissue was crushed, Ark, but the question is, was the tissue crushed deeply enough to facilitate the skin plug extraction during the healing process? That's the thing. He's he is going to do like a post-injury review. It didn't look like the skin pushed in quite enough to facilitate, but maybe it will. We'll find out.
Probably. Fire in the hole. That hit.
Not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting a lot worse based off that board hit.
Yeah.
Oh God, he hit him in the front. He didn't position himself as well as Houston did because that was almost bad. That was almost kinda bad. what he just that strike. That was like right there. That could have gone. That could have gone really bad.
Yeah.
But you hit high. It's up here. I'm really gonna have to ravel my pants up.
Let's take a look.
Nothing.
I bet you that'll be a bruise, though. But not as bad as you're expecting?
Not as bad as I was expecting.
Okay, let's do the last
I mean,
arrow
Ark,
tried.
hopefully we'll find out when he does like, okay, a couple days later thing.
One and done.
I'll check back in a couple days, show you my leg. Spoiler, my leg is pretty bad looking.
Very bad.
I'm gonna bandage it up a little bit. And I don't have my hot tub yet, so can't use that.
You got that one hot tub that you...
Yeah,
sauna
Sniper
thing?
Bait.
Yeah,
That
your
is
sauna thing.
that is the thing. We are trying to assess this via a camera on YouTube. It is a little difficult to assess. We do the best we can.
I don't know if that's the same. Like I said, I'll check in a couple days, give you my final thoughts on blunt arrows, other than they suck and probably are pretty good for self-defense.
Thanks for watching.
Is that it? You got anything else?
Floss your teeth.
It's time for the blunt arrows data review. 3 days after the experiment, I was left with some scabbing, a
Okay, so this is the one in question. Oak, what do you think? What do you think? I don't think that's... I don't know. I think it's just going to scab around the edge. I think it's just scabbing around the edges there. I don't think the center is going to pop out. I don't know. Ark, what's your opinion? It's tough to say. I mean, he's bruised to shit, and he's healed about what I expected. You think? Let's see if he gives us a better angle.
ton of bruising.
There we go. That's a little bit better angle. It doesn't look like it. We've got, you know, we've got some fluid buildup here for the healing process around the edges. And I think, yeah, it does. It looks very, it looks still kind of meaty. Okay, Sniper Bait, I'll let it through. Be careful of your spelling now. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say something took a chunk out. Careful with your keyboard, please. Yeah.
And
It could go either
nasty
way.
Puncture wound from the last blunt arrow I was hit with. That final shot left such a bad wound that I decided it would be smart to keep it covered with a Pro Heal Band-Aid that I tested in a previous video. Mark also suffered a decent amount of bruising from the one arrow he got hit with. So
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like, a lot of bruising there. But... no, it's the purple bruising. Like, it's got, like, purple bruising there. So it doesn't look like this doesn't look like necrosis. I don't think it doesn't look necrotic. It looks purple, not black. So that's bruising, not necrotitis.
puncture wound from the last blunt arrow I was hit with. That
Could-
final
yeah,
shot
that
left
could be
such a
the-
bad wound
yeah, the
that I
half moon one.
decided it would be smart to keep it covered with a Pro Heal Band-Aid that I tested in a previous video. Mark also suffered a decent amount of bruising from the one arrow he got hit with. So it's pretty clear to me, at least, that blunt arrows can absolutely be a practical, less lethal option, or even a lethal one. Especially with a higher draw strength, a more aggressive blunt tip, and a better aim than Mark and I, which I assume most people have. But those are just my thoughts, and I'd love to know what you all think down in the comments. Also, don't forget to join my YouTube memberships or Patreon by clicking the link in the description to get access to bonus content. And if you like this video, you should check out this one where I test out ninja weapons. That experiment gave us plenty of quality data.
Yeah, very, very close, Andrea. He got real close. He was definitely pushing the envelope of safety at that point. Absolutely was pushing it. He got lucky. I'm gonna say he got lucky on that last one. Oh yeah, if he Ark, I'd say if he did the 50-pound it would have penetrated. I think if he had gone with the 50-pound bow on that last one, I fully believe that the arrow would have stuck in his leg. That arrowhead would have, I think, penetrated his thigh, and they would have had to go to the hospital to have it removed. I 100% believe that.